we discussed how certain rights such as privacy and genetic equality may disappear in the future, thanks to the encroachment of genetic and data collecting technology. But one of the more contentious entries was our second piece: the right to access information. Some people believe that internet access is not a right, and that the free exchange of information is a luxury. However, the United Nations disagrees, and they classify internet access as a fundamental entitlement, alongside water and nourishment. So, if this is the case, can I sue my ISP for throttling my illegal downloads? And what else might we judge as fundamental to the human experience in future? The right to work is one possibility, and this is something we're going to have to deal with when automation hoovers up millions of manual labor jobs around the world. Is it a human right to be allowed to earn a living? Are governments required to provide you with opportunities to increase your wealth and personal situation? Universal income has been put forward as a solution to the problem of machines taking human jobs. But this ignores most people's inherent desire to achieve something with their lives. Don't get me wrong. There are plenty of people out there who would happily sit on their butts all day and send the Roomba to collect their welfare checks. But most people have ambition, dreams, and desires. They have pride. They want to work, even if they hate the job they're doing right now. Another right, which may need to be enshrined in law, is the ability to have natural children as and when you see fit. As we've seen in China, the one-child policy is something governments are prepared to utilize if overpopulation threatens stability and resources. And whenever the topic of welfare comes up, some people even claim that prospective parents should undergo mental health tests to judge their suitability in raising a child. Genetic screening may also lead to the morally conflicted situation of whether it should be legal to have a child with disabilities fixed in the womb. What makes a perfect child? Which attributes do we deem unsuitable or unethical? Where do you draw the line between personality flaw and mental defect? Between physical impairment and just being bad at sports? There are many cases where such a distinction would be obvious, but there are plenty of gray areas too. At present, we enjoy the right to have children without interference, but is this something we're taking for granted? Or is it something we should protect before it's too late? Mental health is another difficult subject which we'll come to understand more of in the next few decades. But might further exploration of the mind bring with it a slew of new rights too? For example, today we have limits on how long people can work for, temperatures they're allowed to endure, and other such physical boundaries to prevent illness and injury. But could this be expanded to include mental health care? You could be limited to a certain number of stressful situations a day. Perhaps vacations are enshrined in law due to the adverse effects of not taking a break from work. Or maybe the UN will rule that eating someone else's bag lunch is technically a war crime. Dang it, I hope so. Nathan keeps stealing my bologna subs every day.